And what is your advice for HR leaders as we prepare our function for this increased use of AI in our work?
So I think my first advice is that they really develop some expertise. And that doesn't mean that they need to, hire an army of AI experts, but actually still have HR professionals and people on the team who are data savvy, who understand, how to interact with these tools, and who are at least curious to develop the skills that are needed to integrate the different HR technologies that exist in a booming market, by the way. A lot of the companies that do this well actually have a good BS radar. They're skeptical enough so they know what to ignore and they know how to disbelieve a lot of the claims that these new tech vendors make. But actually, at the same time, they have, a mindset that values and actually focuses on a healthy degree of experimentation and trying things out. Nobody knows the answer or how to do this perfectly, but if you want to develop expertise, you have to try slowly and incrementally find better ways of being wrong. I would say, if you think about the main opportunity that AI presents, it's really to make organizations more meritocratic. If organizations want to be more talent-centric and more inclusive and diverse, it's very difficult to do this while relying on human intuition. It's far easier to do it if you actually have systems that are well designed, well tested, and of course audited and regulated in a healthy and appropriate way that can actually find the hidden dynamics underpinning how we relate to each other and to tasks at work. So I think personally, AI is a wonderful opportunity to increase diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging, which are leadership problems, by the way. They're not HR issues. How? Well, by actually focusing on the value that people bring to a team and organization, by training these algorithms not to replicate what we have always had in the past, but actually to optimize for the soft skills and the behaviors that we need in the future. So, humans are very good at learning things, but they're very bad at unlearning things, whereas AI learns well and it can unlearn very well. In a selection or recruitment process, for example, you can train algorithms to look for the relevant indicators of potential while ignoring things such as race, nationality, gender, age, attractiveness, social class, which humans are not good at doing. In fact, we can't. If I were trying to ignore the fact that you seem female or of a certain nationality, and I would really only think about the fact that I must not pay attention to that, it would be impossible for me to focus on what you're actually saying. Whereas an algorithm can actually do both things at the same time. So I think this is why AI is such a threat to the status quo, because if you have an X-ray-like machine that can help you go into an organization and expose the uncomfortable gap between how successful people are and how much value they're adding to their team organization, a lot of people who are the status quo will freak out, and rightly so. And that's why there is a lot of backlash, So I think the opportunity basically is to be more data-driven, and to be more data-driven is what you need if you want to be more meritocratic.